What if everything you thought about the ideal male athlete was dead wrong? We've been told the peak male physique is tall, ripped, and built like a Greek god. Most people would say that the bodybuilder with six-pack abs is the textbook definition of an elite athlete. And without hesitation, they'd bet that the muscular guy would crush the soft, dad-bod dude in a fight. And how can you blame them? Sure, next to a dude with a belly and love handles, the choice seems obvious, right? One punch from the jacked guy and the dad-bod goes down. Wrong! In this video, we celebrate the heavyweight underdogs, fighters who looked more like the average uncle at a barbecue than elite athletes, but stepped into the ring and destroyed guys who looked like they were carved out of granite. These are the unexpected warriors who proved that heart beats aesthetics, and that being chubby doesn't mean you can't throw hands. Butterbean was often laughed at because of his round, oversized physique. Many believed he looked more like an all-you-can-eat buffet's worst nightmare than a professional boxer. But once the bell rang, the laughter stopped. Inside the ring, he was an absolute nightmare. Weighing nearly 400 pounds, Butterbean fought with relentless pressure, charging forward like a bulldozer and throwing vicious shots. His knockout power was legendary, and his ability to absorb punishment made him even more dangerous. When he squared off against Luis Monaco, a boxer who looked more like a bodybuilder, many assumed Monaco's athletic build would give him the upper hand. But that illusion faded fast. From the very first exchange, Butterbean took control, cutting off the ring, backing Monaco into corners, and unloading heavy shots. Monaco hit the canvas multiple times but somehow kept getting back up. His muscles might have looked intimidating, but they were no match for Butterbean's raw power. Then came the finish. A thunderous right hand from Butterbean landed flush and sent Monaco crashing to the canvas, out cold before he even hit the ground. The referee didn't bother counting. It was over. In 2015, Vladimir Klitschko was basically the final boss of heavyweight boxing. He hadn't lost in over a decade, held multiple world titles, and looked like he was carved out of granite. With his shredded physique and ice-cold demeanor, Klitschko was the poster boy for what a heavyweight champion was supposed to be. Tyson Fury was the exact opposite. Rocking what could best be described as a dad bod, Fury didn't fit the image of a modern boxing champion. With a belly that jiggled and a grin that never left his face, most people thought Fury didn't stand a chance. But when the bell rang, Fury flipped the script. Despite looking like someone's dad who claims he benched 405 in high school, but now is overweight and criticizes you for eating more than 2 eggs, Fury moved like a man half his size. He was slick, unpredictable, and constantly feinting. Klitschko couldn't land anything clean. Every time Vladimir tried to launch an attack, Fury slipped out of range or tied him up with ease. And when the opportunities came, Fury countered with precision. Klitschko simply couldn't figure him out. The seemingly unbeatable, jacked champion was left frustrated by someone many had laughed off as a joke. When the final bell rang, there was no question. Fury had completely dominated. Andy Ruiz Jr. probably made a lot of people cancel their gym memberships. And who could blame them? When a guy with a visible belly and a cheerful grin walks into the ring and knocks out a shredded heavyweight Adonis like Anthony Joshua, you start to question everything you thought you knew about fitness. Ruiz, weighing nearly 270 pounds, didn't look like a world-class athlete at all. He looked more like someone who should be watching the fight, not fighting for the heavyweight championship. Joshua, by contrast, was a walking statue, tall, ripped, and built like he was forged in a superhero lab. This wasn't supposed to be a fight, it was supposed to be a formality. The experts didn't hesitate. They predicted a short night and an absolute mismatch, and for a moment, it looked like they were right. In round 3, Joshua dropped Ruiz with a clean combo. Everyone thought it was over, but Ruiz got up, and then everything changed. He cracked Joshua with a vicious left hook, and AJ never really recovered. Ruiz kept the pressure on, knocking Joshua down 4 times before the referee finally stepped in. The world was stunned. Ruiz, the chubby guy, was now heavyweight champion of the world. It wasn't just a win. It was one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.